Welcome to another SEO webinar through Schweike Media. I'm Alicia Lawrence from WebPageFX, a full-service internet marketing agency. Joining me today is Jason Roll, who's an internet marketer here and one of our in-house mobile experts. He'll be talking today about how you can make sure you have a mobile-friendly site, which is very important because on April 21st, Google has announced they'll be having an algorithm update, which will show more favor to those with a mobile-friendly tag along their mobile site and will show more mobile-friendly websites in the search results. Now, this doesn't come as too much of a surprise because according to a recent Pew Research report for 2015, 2/3 of US adults own a smartphone. And of course, Google has had past algorithm updates where they've shown favor for those sites that have mobile friendliness, such as their app indexing and updates surrounding proper configurations for those users to find mobile sites easier. Jason, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Now, is there anything notable about this upcoming algorithm update on April 21st?
Yeah, there's definitely a couple of notable items about this upcoming update. One is this is going to be the largest Google update ever in terms of the amount of searches that it is going to have an impact on. So it's going to be larger than Panda, going to be larger than Penguin, and that's certainly something that can get webmasters pretty nervous. Another interesting item is that that Google has been very transparent with this update. They've given us about 2 months to prepare for it, get all of our kind of ducks in a row in terms of the mobile friendliness of our sites. Generally, Google in the past has actually just released an update kind of out of the blue and let us kind of scramble to rebound and react to those. Also, it is a page level update. So if you have a website and a couple of your pages are mobile friendly, but the majority of the website's not, only those pages that are mobile friendly are going to see the benefit of this update.
Now, how should website owners see if their site is mobile friendly or if they should get an upgrade?
Yeah, that's a great question. Google does have a nice tool out there called their Google Mobile Friendly tool. You can just Google that and then input your website directly into the search bar there, and Google will let you know within a matter of minutes if your site is mobile friendly, and if it's not, what areas need to improve. You can also do a brand search for the name of your company or your website online. If you see a tag next to the search result of your company that says mobile friendly, that means Google is seeing your site as a mobile friendly site. If you don't see the tag, that means that you're going to need to update in order to get that tag there.
And that tag will be seen on your mobile device and not necessarily on a desktop when searching.
Yep, you're never going to see those on a desktop when searching, that's correct. Also, if you have webmaster tools, Google does have a mobile usability test within the webmaster tool console. And also you can just do kind of an eye test. Go to your website, scroll around, see is the text too small? Do you have to scroll left and right in order to read all the content? If that's the fact, then you will need a mobile site. You can also use these tools to look at your competitors, see what they're doing, determine if they have mobile friendly sites as well.
That's a great tip for seeing how your competitors are doing compared to your site. Now, let's say April 21st comes and goes and these website owners haven't updated to a mobile-friendly site. What's going to happen?
Actually, if you could get back to me maybe April 22nd, I may be able to have a better answer for you. For now, what we know is that this update will only impact mobile searches. We don't know to what degree yet, but it is not going to impact any of your desktop searches. So if you do have a site that the large majority of your traffic comes in through a desktop, you may not want to be as concerned as someone that gets more of their traffic through mobile searches.
Now, for those who are going to update their site, what's the difference between a mobile site and a responsive site?
Yes, that's a great question that can confuse some users for sure. A responsive site is a single site that the only difference is how it displays depending on what device you're searching from or visiting the site from. So it's going to look different on an iPhone 4, going to look different on an iPhone 5, going to look different on an iPad than it would a desktop. Now a mobile specific site is going to also appear differently depending on what you're accessing the site through, but it is actually going to be a separate site and new pages on your site. So generally, a mobile specific site is going to be on a subdomain. If you see an m. Domain, generally that's how those work. But it is a separate site, whereas a responsive site is on the one site. You're going to have the same URLs for everything, and it's basically just one site there.
And coming from a link building perspective, it's much much easier to build links to just one responsive site than it is for two separate sites, a mobile site and your desktop site. Now, for those who aren't sure, which one should I get, mobile or responsive? What would you suggest?
Ideally, I'd suggest a responsive site. Google has actually come out and said that they recommend a responsive site over any other type. Also, at WebPageFX, that's the only thing that we're currently building for our clients because it is long-term. It's the easiest to maintain because you only have one site, and also because it is Google's recommendation. With a mobile site, if you don't quite have the budget for a responsive site, because they do tend to be a little bit more upfront, you can still do a separate mobile site. The things to consider there are you are going to have another site to maintain, just because again it is a separate version of the site that's up, and also you're going to need somebody that is SEO savvy to go in and set up some of the technical SEO items that come with a separate mobile site, which you don't have to worry about any of those with a responsive site because again it is just one site.
Now, how do mobile users search differently than desktop users?
Yeah, so mobile users, there's a couple different ways. Generally, a mobile user, there's a higher chance that they're going to be searching with local intent. So, if you're out and about and you're doing a search for a local pizza shop or a local coffee shop, you're generally going to be searching from your phone. Also, a mobile user is less likely to type in a long search query, so they'll either use predictive search or just type in a couple words, just because people don't feel like sitting down and typing a long paragraph on your phone or anything like that. Also, when you're considering the type of content to really push on a site that gets a lot of mobile traffic, you're going to want to have a lot of your content targeted at the top of the sales funnel, going after those people that are doing maybe research on items that they may want to buy in the future, not necessarily someone that is looking to buy right that moment, because a lot of times someone will visit your site initially with a mobile device and then come back on their desktop to actually make the purchase.
I know a lot of our viewers own content sites such as magazines, so this update is particularly important to you because mobile users are searching for your content on their mobile devices. Now, our last question is, what are some common pitfalls people have when creating mobile-friendly sites?
Yeah, so a lot of the common ones we see are a lot of them are on the technical side. So people maybe have a video that doesn't display on a phone. I'm sure a lot of our viewers have seen those errors on their iPhone that this video does not display on this device, which can be very frustrating. Also using pop-ups that may, you may offer a coupon as a pop-up that is effective on a desktop, but on a mobile device, it may really ruin that user's experience on your site. So you want to make sure that those types of items aren't implemented on the mobile version of your site. Also, you don't ever want to ignore page speed. So a lot of times someone will launch a mobile version of their site and it'll look great, but if it doesn't load within the first couple seconds, a lot of people aren't going to be patient enough to actually get there and view the mobile optimized site. And then also, don't ignore your technical SEO. I know I mentioned previously, if you do have a separate mobile site, you want to make sure that the technical SEO is there. So you don't want to have any faulty redirects. You want to make sure you have your canonical tags on the mobile version of your pages, so you don't run into duplicate content errors. You also want to make sure you're utilizing mobile site maps and things like that.
Well, thank you so much again, Jason, for talking to us today about how to prepare for the April 21st update.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it, and good luck with dealing with this update. And hopefully, you're ready to go with a mobile-friendly site.
And if you need any help or have any questions, feel free to contact our staff here at WebPageFX.